Back. It feels like it's been forever since I've done face cam. Welcome, welcome everyone to a little surprise. This isn't the main surprise, by the way. Before anyone's like, what? No. Also, speaking of that, we'll be talking about that in a minute. We'll be going more in detail tomorrow when I do the rest of the streams. Because I do have a kind of a busier schedule planned for tomorrow if everything works out. It depends on what I can do and what... I will say, if everything works out, I will have the surprise tomorrow. There won't be face cam, just to let you know, on whatever the surprise is. Because I don't have a way of doing it right now. But, yeah. And as long as the mic works. It's the only thing I gotta try. Because if that don't, then I'll have to postpone it until I can sadly get a headset that has a mic in it. So, let me bring up the chat real quick also, before I forget. Welcome everyone. But yeah, the real surprise is yet to come. But this game I picked up alongside of something I needed to pre-order for this coming week. Technically weekend probably by the time I get to play it, but that'll go along perfectly with the other thing I'm gonna do next weekend. Because that's my only other reason for pushing it back for one more week, but I will be testing to see if it works tomorrow. So you might see it tomorrow and be like, what? Because I might take tomorrow as the pop-in and let y'all suggest what you want to see on it. Because I have actually a few choices. But, let's see, YouTube, there I am. Oh, I gotta turn myself down. Yo, Farce here! Welcome to Regalia Royal Edition, or Regalia. I really don't know how you really actually pronounce it, to be honest. I think it's Regalia. But this game, I saw this game on the store while I was picking up my pre-order. It's kind of like and I checked out some YouTube videos of a YouTuber I like to watch who played it to see if it was, because since I am on kind of a tight schedule and budget right now, I was seeing if it was, should I really try this out. I do want to kind of show this to y'all. I don't know if we'll do a full series on it. We'll talk more about that tomorrow as far as schedules are going to be, once y'all have seen the surprise, whether it be tomorrow or next weekend. Then we'll talk more about, for sure, schedules and swapping things out here and there wherever we need them. So, but it'll only be on weekends, like I said. Because I'm gonna, once my wheelchair thing that I'm taking care of is done, I'm gonna be getting me a weekly job during the week, so I can try to make some money on the side and start saving up, and like I said, get everything I'm trying to get going, and it'll help me in the long run with YouTube as well. So, but yeah, let me check the chat. Try to think if I'm forgetting anything. I saw an interesting version of the Battle of Agincourt in Medieval Kingdoms 1212. I probably said that wrong. In 1212 AD, Kingdom of Bohemia, the Hussites, and France versus English and the Holy Roman Empire. Sounds like a cool battle. I've been watching another old YouTuber I watch who does tons of strategy games, the Quill Man himself. I've been getting back into strategy again. There's a reason. But I'm gonna keep that a secret. Until the surprise. But yeah, I've been getting back into strategy games. Because I was kind of downed on them, because the only really good ones I had were PC, and right now my PC's not in good shape at the moment. She's in kind of down state right now, because she needs some small repairs that I'll have to save up for, but can't do that right now. So we're only going to be doing strictly, probably mobile at some point, but PlayStation, that's not the surprise, by the way. PlayStation and the surprise, and maybe some mobile on the side once I get that set up. But let's see, France won. That's fantastic. My brain's like, wow, they won? No offense, France. That's fantastic. Let's see. We'll start this in just a second. Let me read some more chat. I'm letting everybody try and get a second to join up. The Hussites beat the Holy Roman Empire. Ah, that's why. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily guaranteed. They still have to fight the English. Which, as I'm not going to say it. Oh. Granted let's see. Empire granted the majority of their infantry were levy. Ah. I just think that's funny. Like, only in video games. Once again, no offense, France. Only in video games does France straight up beat England. No offense. I guess they held out. It's not like they're bad or anything, by the way. It's just some of their leaders made some very rash decisions and ended up putting them in bad situations. Not their fault. And that can happen anywhere. Might be happening here right now. Anyways, welcome to Regalia. I'm actually glad to be back tonight because it's been kind of a weird, busy couple weeks. Still not going to be any less busy. I got to make some important phone calls Monday to finish I'm trying to get my new wheelchair that I'm working on, because I need to get that before I work on the job side, because my benefits might change here and there, because I'm going to have an actual job now and stuff like that. So yeah, things are going to go crazy, but so I'm trying to get that taken care of first, and then after that's done, I mean, sky's the limit after I finally get started and able to start working my own means, which I can't wait. But I am happy to finally get face cam going again. Things were also a little scattered on my desk up there. I say desk. My little chest drawer. I have all my my PlayStation 4, the secret, the camera, the sound bar, and my TV, of course. So it's kind of loaded up there. And my camera I had to redo it, as you can see by the new angle. I'd have to change it a little bit more, but I can't at the moment. Plus, as you can tell, my light strip has fallen, so it's going to be super bright. Chaos! That's literally how it's been. But, hey, it's worth it. Especially with all the stuff we'll be able to do at some point, too. Plus, I'll be able to get back to you guys, too, at some point. They just held the line until the Hussites won and flanked the English. It's a good strategy, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they are good at that. I'll give them that. They were really good at holding. So, like, there's several, I don't know how accurate some of them are, except for the World War ones and stuff like that. There were several places in history where they did technically hold. It's just probably not as well as they could have, but once again, you make what you have work. And compared to some of the other opponents in that fight, especially the World War, you have some big contenders. But before that, like Civil War era, Knight era, I assume, French Knights, assume they were pretty badass. It's just when modernization and industrialization kicked in. It's kind of the same reason why Germany couldn't put out the same as much as like America or Britain could as far as Shermans in the World Wars. It's just better manufacturing. Being able to put out more, at least as far as tanks are concerned. And then, and then infantry, well, that's always a roll of the dice, depending on where you're from. And that's where I imagine the French shine. Much like Britain did. We do too, but I feel like we were very brash back then compared to other infantry. But hey, it's just the way we were. Alright, let's see. They got hammered by longbows. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because longbows were nasty. That's what I'm saying, like, medieval era, I could see them putting up some nasty resistance anywhere. And Civil War era as well. I mean, that was proven up until a certain point, until a certain incident happened. They were doing pretty well, to be honest, so... There might be a video game about that. No, it's an edit. I have to show y'all that game one day during one of our... Because I'm going to try to make a slot for indie, like I always have, indie games. There's a weird... And I'm going to warn you now, it's not that bad. We're talking super mild levels of it. There's like a weird Azure Lane, not literally Azure Lane, like just feels like people that made this game almost. French Revolution era Civil War style, Fire Emblem style game that I've played. Pretty interesting. The story is actually really detailed, but it's an alternate history where Napoleon won and the French won during that and during all that, like completely won. It's interesting. See, it also reminds me of Valkyria Chronicles because your character is kind of like this weird enhanced maiden of French like battle maiden. Like I said. It's very weird, like weird cross of games. Kind of like this game is to a certain extent. This is like Fire Emblem meets Persona, which you'll see what I mean in a little bit. Also, they were too overconfident in the invasion of the Soviet Union and paid the price. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, I love hearing that in games. This is why I like watching strategy games on YouTube. I know most people find that boring, but I like watching them because even when I'm not playing them, I like to see what happens different in the video game land versus what happened in real life. Because there's going to be much different outcomes because nothing is guaranteed in video game land. Everything is up for grabs. It's kind of like the Assassin's Creed motto. I forget the first part, but the second part, everything is permitted. I forget the first half, though. Sadly, it's been a while. Germany thought the Panzer III and IV will carry them through the war until Soviets unleashed T-34 and Kiev V1. Ah. Yeah, I can see that. But that's in it. Like I said, it's funny to see stuff like that because when you look at modern day and stuff, like some of the things that are happening where I live, just an example. I'm not going to talk about like the details. Just you wonder, could that happen to us if we get too hubris, or if some other person gets too hubris? Could it happen to them that was not normally happen to? Who knows? Anything's possible, sadly, good and bad. So, only time will tell. But let's get this started. I think we've given enough time to let everyone try to join up while we chill out. We're going to do... Nightmare, I think, is too much for me right now, since we're just doing a showcase. Increased damage received by your characters in battles chapters will be difficult to complete with more demanding objectives. Select this for ultimate challenge. I think we'll just go normal. Enemies will pull no punches. The game was designed with this difficulty level in mind. Okay, we'll do that one. When it says it likes to when it's designed for that certain difficulty, I try to go for that first. Because that's what the developers kind of saw, what it felt like.
Where the wind races across empty plains.
The voice acting's pretty good in this, from what I see.
Land, a wild frontier and a gateway to lands unknown. In ages past, Rashtil had a heart, the city-state of Regalia, ruled by the great house Lauren. Indeed, over centuries, it came to be known as the gem in the realms, earning respect from all races under the sun. But the Crusades changed that.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. It'll be alright.
Attracting the ire of its neighbors,
can you top it off, please?
Regalia was lost to the flames of war.
I will not show the 1212 AD map, but I will say the name of the strongest factions: Teutonic Empire, Reborn Roman Empire, and the Unified Holy. Wow, and France. I love that France ended up being one.
Yet now, the truth is finally revealed. His only son, Kay, learns that Regalia belongs to his family, the noble house Lauren. As the sole remaining heir, it is his destiny to face that heritage, to restore the ancestral kingdom.
I forgot to say that. It's a hint towards the secret. I'll say it after this.
Bodyguard, young Kay sets out on a journey to the Rashtil Expanse, to Regalia.
To Regalia.
The legend is about to be retold.
It's funny that the whole time he's saying that, I noticed that when I watched it in the video, that the voice actor doing the overview of all the story, at the very end he lets out a very like French retold. Even though he did not sound French the entire time. Alright. Hello, my name is Gwendolyn Lauren. And I guess I'll have to be your guide here today. Do me a favor and at least try to read these pop-ups before you'll learn something. Perhaps you'll learn something from them. Thank you. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing that, you will see why I'm giving her that voice. Some things I did spoil a little bit to get a head start. Because there's a lot of tutorials to read, so... You can navigate through the dialogue by pressing X. You can skip cutscenes instantly by holding square. If you do so, you will be given a brief summary of what happened afterwards, which that's very unique. I've never seen a game do that either. It actually tells you what you skipped, which is cool. For those who don't really like to watch cutscenes. I love cutscenes, but... Like, I love to be a part of the story of a game when I'm playing a story game. Which is going to be very story-heavy, just to let everyone know. That's why I said it's a Persona-style game as well. There's even a bond system, meaning like kind of like Mass Effect. There's a friendship/romance system, which gives you actual perks and stuff in battle, and give them perks and stuff in battle, which is very interesting. And I cannot wait to try that.
And so, on a promise made on the father's dying breath, our hero arrives to fulfill his destiny.
Yo, sup y'all, new game or not? Yeah, sup damn gang. It's technically an older game in the store, but I found it while pre-ordering a certain game that's coming out this week. That will be played this weekend, or this next weekend. For great justice! Yeah.
But that's not our hero.
Yeah, it's not. He's just a bodyguard. That's us. You don't need perks in battle when you have the legendary seal on your team, which gives you immortality and invincibility. But those are perks. But wouldn't that be perks, Sealy? Seal perks? I sense some strangeness. I'm just kidding. Welcome back, Sealy. Welcome, and welcome, Tam King, and everyone. Hello, and welcome to Regalia. But yeah, this game's called Regalia of Men and Monarchs. This is the Royal Edition. I don't know what that really means, to be honest. I just picked it up because it was on sale. And it looked fun. It's like a Fire Emblem meets like Persona, or Mass Effect as an example, because there's a bond/friendship romance system. So, and you get benefits from doing so, unlike some games do, where it's just for having them stay at your side no matter what you choose in the game, like Mass Effect does. Whereas this one actually gives you like literal benefits to them and to you as a character.
I can't feel my legs.
Also, this is actually a really well voice acted game, and it's very jokey. It is. You okay in there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very, not slapstick, maybe not that heavy. It's very close though.
Steel yourself, young master. We're almost at the castle.
Right. This place is a mess. Not quite what I was expecting.
Ah, but surely you aim to restore this place to glory, young master. You are, after all, its rightful ruler.
Well...
What a terrible, terrible.
And there's
job.
Gwendolyn.
Glorious kingdom. My ass.
Now you see why I made her sound like that.
Remind me, whose idea was it to come here again?
Actually, I'm pretty sure both of you insisted.
Come on, sis. Isn't this exciting? It's like we're heroes of a book on an adventure or something.
Well, I suppose we may as well try to salvage something from this terrible misunderstanding of a trip.
Salvage?
Onwards, minions, to the castle. Maybe there's something valuable left at least.
Oh, let's get minions. Minions. I'm driving a Regalia, and I know, right? No, that's the irony. This game is referenced by so many other RPGs, and I never knew it. I guess it was that popular back in the day, because I think this is like a remake, I think? I don't know. I just know it's in like so many RPGs, including Final Fantasy, but that's the big one of the biggest ones. That's great though. I forgot the car's name was that for that one. Oh man. Hey, let's see. Tan King. Would you believe me if I told you in medieval kingdoms 1212 AD the Holy Roman Empire cost the English the battle of I'm gonna butcher this name again, Agincourt, because I don't know how to say that word properly. My reputation has already been questioned so hard. Not can you that mouth and take the damn perks already? Fine, okay, Celia, I'll take the perks. I'm trying to say, sure, I believe you, Farser. Yeah, I told her, like, in video game land, everything is permitted, just like the assassins told us. Alright, let's read this. In free roaming scenes, oh, sorry about that, like this one, you have to direct control over K. Approach characters and icons in the world to make them available to interact with. Press L2 or R2 to change selected character or icon that is in range. You can't change manually selected object while moving. As you approach them, the closest one becomes selected first. Got it. If you have any character icon in range, press X to interact with them. You can exit all free roaming scenes by interacting with the door icon. Use right stick to pan the camera. In Regalia, you can only save your game in fixed spots. Your town is one of those. You can save your game's progress from the settings menu. Pressing the options button will enable you to access the appropriate options. Yeah, so this game's actually pretty cool because it's several different things. So, let me see something real quick. Okay. So, it is a Fire Emblem meets a town management game meets Persona. That's what it feels like to me. And sadly, these parts aren't voice acted, but I'll try to be like them. Gwen may complain, but she was very keen on coming here too, right? It'll be okay. Trust me. Good things are really easy. I have to give her like the Coco personality. I gotta remember that in my head, like Crash Bandicoot. Alright, so we talked to her, so let's head to town. So we exit, and now we'll get to see the town map. Yep, there it is. So this is the town management part. Well, you have to rebuild your kingdom that your house used to own. In video game land, everything is double. Or double? Now, if you don't mind me or not, I have children to... I have some children to put to sleep. Reason you don't need to know. Sealy, what I tell you, when you're out of the void, you can't cause trouble or I have to come put you back in. Because that's not okay. No, it's at the Castle Lauren. This game is at. You're about to see why this game is also comical.
Not much of an improvement.
Here we go.
Ugh, don't remind me. Loot and scoot, boys.
Also, does that one... am I crazy or does Kay sound like Nolan? Or is it just me? I could be way off beat, but he has a very similar voice. I have to look this up. I actually don't know.
Well, at least she has her priorities straight.
It kind of sounds like... Or maybe Titus's actor. Or is that still Nolan? I can't remember. My head hurts. No, I'm just kidding. I always forget he's done so many voices at this point. Sometimes I forget. And acted so many roles.
Look, young master, such exquisite pieces of armor.
You're such a crackling cheesecake. Or not. Not only can't I have my devils, you keep me, but you don't allow it. Yeah, exactly. You're meant to control the chaos. Or be a part of it, but not on the humans. That's why the void. Here we go.
Aha!
Oh.
No, wait. Rat poop.
I must say, the inhabitants must have had a remarkable grasp on...
Notice I just took a sip of something on. Sip of something.
What's this, big bro?
Just some tea I found in a pot nearby.
If it's not...
Tastes like dust and ashes, but, you know, it's still tea, right?
Wait, what?
I love the voices. Wait, what?
You do realize that you just poured stuff from an urn. As in literal ashes.
Oh, shit.
What is the meaning of this intrusion? Who dares?
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
You, the one with a dire need of a haircut. What have you done to my remains?
Well, apparently, I have drank them.
This is an outrage! My rest interrupted, my remains defiled. Prepare for severe punishment! Just kidding. How you doing?
That's the best. God, that doesn't get old. I love that entrance.
What?
I've seen it already. It's so great.
Don't go what on me, son. You're the one who drank my ashes, so...
This is the grandfather's spirit, as you'll find out in a minute. Because, no offense, that's probably something I would do as a ghost. So, I love his personality. Kind of furry?
Snuggling their debtors?
I don't know. Dire need of a haircut, really. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't mind longer hair. Like I said, I got my Loki hair. You won't hear the last of me or nothing. Wait, what I miss? What do you mean? I need to be with the chaos. I am just a damn seal who guards the door to the void. Why do I have to be there all day when I want to indulge myself with the blood? With the blood of the innocent. Well, Sealy, that's kind of why you're also there. It's a double entendre. Think of it like SCP. You're helping and being a part of it, but you're also there because of, you know, what you just said.
This is Kay of House Lauren, heir apparent to this revered establishment. Ghost or no, respect is in order.
But
So you're a Lauren, Sonny?
funny story.
That would make me your grandfather. Desideratus of House Lauren, at your service. Though I imagine being dead limits my options.
Is this real life?
Yeah. The most realist question in one of these video games ever been asked. No.
So, heir apparent, is it? Good for you. Thought you'd be taller. But, you know,
Smarter.
and after stuff, big no-no. Rocky start, brother. Look, anyway, since I'm already here, might as well help you get right on track. Fetch me the Castellan.
Yeah.
Oh, joy.
The lane's just like,
I don't think there's one left around.
Bullshit, son. We're a proud family. This
I love this game because I love how like on the nose it actually is. That's fantastic. Bullshit, son. This. Oh.
What the hell happened here? This place is a dump.
At least he agrees, of all people.
Seriously, what have you people done to the castle? Is it that bad? What about the village? This ain't right. This ain't right at all. But you're the heir. We'll be putting all of this back together.
Well, indeed, noble spirit. As we live and breathe, we shall see to it that young master will bring,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the ashes, and I appreciate the offer, I really do. But we came here looking for a family estate, not ghosts in ruins. Nobody expected this. This is crazy.
But you're the heir.
Sorry, this just won't work out.
But one must... Wait, where are you going?
Kay,
Okay.
Wait, you lot! I ain't done with you! Kids these days.
Yeah, I'm helping the SCP. Nah, you mean you just have me there because I'm also an SCP and the illusion of thinking I have free will and what I'm doing today. I mean, maybe.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh man.
What was that all about?
I needed to collect my thoughts.
Sure looked like a temper tantrum to me.
It's just too much, you know? One day we're heirs to an ancient city. Then it turns out that there's nothing left standing and that the whole errand was pointless. And last but not least, there's a crazy ghost who wants us, me, to rebuild this place as if I'm some sort of king.
You do know you kind of stepped into that one yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are heir to this kingdom. You can't really get around that.
So what is your plan, young master?
We're leaving this place.
but
No. She's definitely the Coco of this game, but Crash talks in this.
House Lauren, but so what? This place is ancient history, nothing more.
Did someone say House Lauren?
Uh-oh. And I introduce to you the medieval mafia.
With whom do I have the...
I was joking. You'll see in a minute. Oh god. This game, I love this game. I fell in love with this game the moment I saw it. That's why I want to play more of this in the future. We're gonna add it to our docket to play it when schedules balance out, coming next weekend.
How rude to demand the name of another before introducing oneself.
Very well. The lady...
It also looks like it's led by Agent 47. I think that's right. 20? 40? 37? Forget his name. Hitman. Very well.
Walter Crucy. I represent the Furtive Union.
The Furtive Union?
I take it you are not familiar with our organization, then? Speaking concisely, we are men of business. Sometimes we invest, sometimes we lend. But mostly, we reclaim goods deemed impossible to vindicate.
So you're debt collectors?
Correct, more or less. But that still leaves us in the dark over your identity. Or your rather puzzling presence in this conversation.
How would you react to getting killed by an SA-50 from over halfway across the map? I mean, it is a railgun. It has a ridiculous velocity. If any of those guns are going to do it, it's probably that one. I mean, I could see it. I've used the... Oh, I haven't used it. Blah. I've seen it used. It's a nasty 75. It's as good as the 76 is. Probably better velocity to a certain extent. Let's see. I don't even remember what I did to be locked up in such a facility. Sure, I am a golden existence, but so what? I didn't do anything deserving of getting locked up by getting false hope via an illusion. I mean, you did just mention the blood of the innocent. I think that warrants a little bit of containment. I mean, hey, you get to spend time with the greatest of the greatest, like the Void Creature, Jane, Sephiroth, because I feel like he'd be in there. I'm just naming names now. Let's see, in a Tiger 82H, in a Tiger 2. I mean, I guess they're not that good, technically. All the Tigers are kind of overblown. I mean, it's possible. It's got the right round for it. That's why I want the SA-50 so bad, because it's such a good Sherman. Like, it is one of the scariest in that game. I think the only other one would be probably James's Firefly, because he gets his sooner. So, more powerful, because it's able to fight earlier. But then again, like I said, carrying up long-term wise, the SA-50 to me carries the longest. Because it's got the highest velocity. I'd have to double check. I'm not sure if I'm right on that or not, but I think it does. But let's see.
Well, I do not like your tone. This is Kay, heir to House Lauren, inheritor of Escalia, the rightful master of this city. If anyone remains the intruder, it is your entourage, Mr. Crusoe.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of the point. That the void is to keep, you know, the ones who inherently destroy existence inadvertent. Like I said, secure, contain, protect. Very high on the protect part right now. And the contain part. Actually, and the secure part. I don't know why I said none of those were higher. Anyways.
Is that true? You are the heir, young man.
By the gods, Griffith.
That moment when your bodyguard is too gloaty about who you are as a prince.
You would doubt our word?
That's not the issue here, Griffith. The issue is Kate didn't want him to know who he was.
Interesting. That is an excellent turn of events. We shall kill two birds with one stone.
Oh?
Regretfully, I have to inform you that your holdings and possessions back home have been confiscated.
What?
What?
Hmm?
How the hell?
If you truly are Kay of House Lauren, then by virtue of law, you have also inherited the obligations placed upon this land. Monetary obligations.
Obligations?
In short, your ancestors have left you a rather staggering debt, my lord.
Show me. What? How is that even possible? The zeros need a separate sticker to fit on paper.
I am afraid that for all their prestige and renown, your grandsires appear to have been rather indulgent people, my lord. Shall we proceed with the execution?
But I don't have that kind of money.
That is unfortunate. Also ironic, given their wealth of history.
I can't believe it. All of this, the whole city, lost because of a debt?
Why, no. It got destroyed during the Crusades. The debt you see is an older development.
The Crusades?
But enough angsting over history. Business first. Let me introduce you to my assistants. Mr. Knight, what are you doing?
You will not harm them.
Please, we are civilized people. Punching, albeit enjoyable, would give us little benefit, at least for now. The truth remains, however, that you indeed seem unable to procure funds. Thus, I propose a deal.
A deal?
You are a king right now, young man, of sorts. Your title still has hold in Rashtill. People respect it, and respect is money. I propose you seize what chance you have, rebuild this city of yours, revitalize it.
Is this a trick?
It is. I mean, why wouldn't it? Hey, I like how he's like, why would it be? I'm like, why wouldn't it be? I mean, look at it.
And if I refuse?
You seem to have misunderstood my position, my lord. It is not an if, not a but, not a maybe. Do it, or payment shall be extracted through different means. Considerably less pleasurable, if I may add.
Big bro.
I am a reasonable man. We shall split the debts into parts, each to be paid in regular intervals. Would that be acceptable?
You're asking us to do the impossible.
No, we are asking you to do the improbable. But this is a chance now. One surely worth taking. I urge you to act as soon as possible. Time is money, and you cannot afford to waste it, my lord. And this is our cue to leave. The accord has been reached, nothing else remains to be said. Soon, I will contact you through mail. I bid you farewell.
See you later, Crucy.
But this is insane!
The deadline is approaching. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
I come back to CSC. Jumbo. Oh, well, yeah, I guess the Jumbo 76, but you get that, like, way later compared to some of the others. But yeah, I agree with you on that. Well, I think it's more scary because it's tanky. Like, it's very hard to kill it. But as far as gun punchingness, I still prefer the SA-50. But yeah, if you want the best of both worlds, as far as like perfectly in the middle and one that's hard to really kill, then yeah, I agree. Jumbo 76 all the way. And then I gotta come back and say bald people are not to be trusted.
Are you all right, bro?
Give me a minute. Okay. Thoughts?
Isn't it obvious? It's not like we have any other options.
True.
Yeah.
Did they really sell Dad's estate? That's evil.
Does it change anything? Wasn't Master K planning to make his ancestors proud anyway?
Well, technically... you know what? Never mind.
No, go on. How do you feel about this?
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like this one bit. Aside from the debt thing, whoever or whatever should be doing spring cleaning here, it's not me. Not us. But then comes the debt thing. And we don't really have any choice anymore. I hate it. We must. Damn it. This is so depressing.
Annoying, more like. What's the big deal? Can't hurt to try. And you have that alleged grandfather to help us, right?
Oh, that's true. I have completely forgotten about him.
I do not expect him to be happy about the debt.
No, he won't be. But that's not going to be the worst part of the conversation. Oh well. To the castle then. Off we go to beg and moan. Yay.
We'll get to a fight here soon. We gotta go clear out some
And
stuff
that's how it went.
in the castle. This game is very, I will warn everyone now, if you're not into very story / exposition heavy games, now if you'll like this one because this one does have a lot of it. At some point the fights will become more common and we'll be able to dish them out faster. But in the beginning it's definitely going to be very story driven.
Nasty buggers, them FUs.
I forget about. Oh, sorry. The game pulled me back in with that weird jokes it makes. I love them. Oh, I like weird jokes like nasty buggers.
So it looks like you'll be needing my help after all, eh? Oh, funny how it works.
Yes, the irony is not lost on us.
Just tell me what to do.
Let me see.
Also, I got into a discussion with Prime about an interesting topic. What's up?
It ain't a king with no people to lord over, yeah? So that's the first thing. Get someone to move here. Any pair of hands would be
That makes sense.
right
We need
now.
people. I mean, if there's no people, there's no kingdom.
Also, perhaps it'd be worth looking into that whole debt business, you know?
What do you mean?
That loan shark ain't exactly what I'd call the most trustworthy person around. What you got was scraps, and we need facts, writs, documents, the whole story, my boy. Call me a sentimental dead sod, but I can't imagine my kiddos ruining the kingdom over money.
Crucy mentioned wars. Crusades.
There you go. Something worth looking into, Ah, and Sonny, you're not alone. Those sisters of yours, stern-looking chap, you're all House Lauren. Do not try to think everything through by yourself. You have 4 heads. Use them.
And there's you.
Ah, right. About that. I'm hopping in.
Huh?
Don't harm me, boy. Like it or not, technically, I'm inside you now.
Ew.
This means our fates are tied for now. And believe me, you'll need me. Oh, yes. In other words, you'll be lugging me around wherever you go.
Oh, gods.
Oh, just kidding.
He likes to do that. Just kidding.
My spirit is bound to these walls, likely for good. Bloody shame that. I would love to see how the world's changed over all these centuries.
What was it like back then, Grandpa?
Probably nicer if you don't count the gnomes. I'll tell you some other time.
Gnomism.
Cool.
The gnomes. But the gnomes are still around.
They are?
They are!
I knew it! Those business-savvy midgets! They'd outplay you faster than a gun over a stacked deck! That's great!
bipolar, I see.
When?
Now, I may be a racist old codger who has mixed feelings about them gnomes. They have their stuff. You do need their stuff.
Which is?
Surely you've heard.
Pretty much everything.
Gold. And you need gold. You're gonna need trade routes. They're born tradesmen, sonny. If anyone can help you make the coin flow again, it's them. As much as it
I like that the trade faction in this game is the gnomes. That's fantastic.
I see. Right. Time to get to work.
Oh, one more thing. Before you do anything, Sonny, have you, taken a good look around? Castle's a mess. Unless you want to be king for dust mites, I'd suggest the four of you grab a mop and declutter it.
No way in hell I'm going to clean.
I'm allergic to dust.
Gee, thanks, guys.
Check. Grandpa sounds like John Cleese. He does, doesn't he? He's like my favorite character in this game so far, just because I like that boisterous, like, jokey personality this guy. So you're enjoying. Let's see what I missed something. The Soviet Union joined Germany. He claims the M4 Sherman T-34 will not be developed due to both because sides will start developing lighter and faster tanks. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily totally agree with what with that would change like that. I don't know if they'd make lighter tanks. Maybe they'd be more prone to making lighter tanks through the Russian side, perhaps. Or maybe the Germans do that. I don't know which side would do that. I don't think it would be so one-sided, though. Because there would be many things that are different in that war if that had happened. Because, hell, even technically at that point, even the Sherman wouldn't be useful. Because it's not made to fight Russian tanks. So, who knows what would have been developed. Everything would have been completely different at the end of the day. But I don't think that would have meant, like, only lighter tanks. If anything, it would cause a cascade where everything across the board would start changing, military-wise. And the development of different types of tanks and weapons and stuff. Oh, I should have read that. Forgot this part is a voice act. Oh, you know, simple things. Spider webs, rubble, dust mites. Yep. Some big dust mites. Whoa! By the gods, this one's huge! And ugly. Perhaps it is the brood mother. I wonder if it flies.
Oh, for the love of...
Are we really talking about this right now? Just hit it. Reason number one, KV-1 prototype was used in Finland and T-34 were used in 1942. That's true. That's why I say I don't think it would be that drastic, like it would be, oh, now they're all light tanks or something. I think it'd just be, I don't think it'd be a one-change thing. I think all countries would end up changing in that case of that in that scenario. Because it's a cause and effect thing. Change something major here. This is just overstating it. A gajillion other small things and some major things are going to change other places. So, alright, so we want to put, so it's like, yeah, it's just like Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem, deploying your troops in your deployment area. I'm going to put you here. You're going to be there. Finish deployment.
Let's go.
Alright, first battle. During your activation, each combatant can move and perform an action in any order. Combatants can move multiple times during activation as long as they have movement points remaining. However, combatants can perform only one action per activation. This can mean either using a skill or an item. When you are done, end K's activation by pressing square. Okay. The hotbar with all the available actions, which... my face is in the wrong spot. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me fix that. Let me do it while I know it needs to be fixed. So lower right. There we go. That way we can see our health, all our little icons. Okay. The hotbar with all the available actions is here. Press R2 to open skill view. Rend, bang, command, grants 20% of maximum shields to a... The ally becomes marked for 2 turns. That's kind of like a skill I was using in a game that I was playing on the secret thing that I want to show y'all. Either tomorrow or next weekend for sure. It will be next weekend for sure unless something sadly goes wrong with my mic. And what I mean by wrong is it don't work with this. But I think that'll be fine. Because it is USB plug-in, so it should be okay. And I have another one. Actually, either one of these would probably work. I'll just have to figure out which one will. But, alright, so we can't do anything skill-wise. Let's move up. Now we can shoot this guy.
Put your guns on.
And square in turn. Oh god. Oh, what? And
The time is now.
that moment when a rat sneezes on you. I like that. Boisterous challenge. Ow. Got hurt, not gonna lie. Mine needs to spread out. Below you can see a combatant's current health and shields value. In Regalia, health cannot be replenished during combat in any way. That's where the hardcore part comes out from it. Instead, combatants can gain temporary shields, which allow them to absorb incoming damage, since shields are depleted before health. So, okay, I should have been doing that then. Oops. Let me have him fall back down a little bit. Let's have him... Can we do it on ourselves? Oh, we can't do it on ourselves. Then we'll do it on big guy here. That way he can take take more damage.
Not yet.
Alright. Oh, I did that wrong. So that's what triangle does. I forget that's what triangle does. Okay. It'll teach me that in a second. Let me end my turn then. Good thing I did that. Man, they're all around here, but now I can do that thing. And so, oh, or not. Oh. All right.
For grace!
hit them all at the same time. Walk around stairs.
May your gods take you.
Alright. Yay! Take that, I have armor. The road excess leads to the place of wisdom. First battle. Skills may apply positive or negative ongoing effects to their targets. These are displayed at the bottom of the skills tooltip. Passive abilities are special types of ongoing effects unique to each combatant. These are infinite in duration and typically reflect a combatant's playstyle. All ongoing effects currently afflicting a combatant are shown in character's details view. This is also where you'll find combatants' passive abilities. Okay. So yeah, L2 to know that? I think it says it beneath them. Oh, that's cool. It tells me which abilities are on cooldown when I hold that down. That's actually really cool. I'm gonna roll up here. We're gonna rend this guy. Nice. And then we're gonna do that so we can shoot the other one. Oh, no line of sight. Okay, hold on. Now we have line of sight.
Take this.
Okay. Okay. And they're doing some damage to him now. I need to get rid of these rats pretty quick. Alright, I didn't get any points. Dang. Alright. You're gonna have to take that one. Oof! Okay, we're good though. Yo! Nasty Wolf! Welcome, welcome! It's who, Nasty Wolf? Welcome, welcome! That better be worth it. Right? These rats are sneezing on me. They get like the Black Plague. Oh man.
For great justice.
Boom. Sundered.
Do not falter. For honor.
Wow. Alright, end his turn. Move up. Actually move, oh wait a minute. Gun is on cooldown. Wait, I can't attack him at all right now, actually. So what I'm gonna do, since that's the case, is move over here. Weapon damage increased. Let's do this and give him some more shields. Hopefully they'll target him. There's not much else I can do. I'll probably get hit once by this little rat, which is fine. Yeah, it'll take one of the hits off of him. That's smart. Go for the eyes!
Here we go!
I love the little in-between turn messages too. They're fantastic. This game is it's a cute little game. Oh, well that killed that too. You are victorious.
What is this place? An armory?
I want to see if y'all see another RPG reference in this room. There are so many references in this game. There's a literal kingdom that's a reference to one of the RPGs that I think this referenced this game as well.
Well, well. I think you should look at this, sire. Sire? Sire.
What? Okay, coming. What did you find? Wait, a sketch of House Lauren's family tree? That's exactly what we need! Oh, but it's incomplete. Damaged.
It's a start, no?
What do you mean?
Look at it as one looks at a foundation. With this, you get a tangible base to build upon. Questions to answer, people to look for, names to check. A direction, so to speak. Which is exactly what we need right now. I am sure that eventually, we will be able to fill the blanks ourselves.
You're right. Let's show this to the girls, Griffith.
Agreed. And as unenthusiastic as they were, let us hope they have cleaned up the main hall.
I'm sure Grandfather would nag them to death otherwise. Oh, by the way, before we go... This seems out of place.
Indeed. It does not resemble any of the other armors around the castle.
Thoughts?
It seems Lord Amarian in origin. Sun symbols everywhere, plenty of ornamentations, highly impractical, perhaps used for ceremonial reasons.
So many suns!
In all honesty, it is hard to tell sometimes. Lord Amar's knights like it's gaudy.
Lordamar? The kingdom of Lordamar to the east? Militant sun worshippers?
Find the dude that put you in debt and pay him a visit. I will, as soon as I get help from one of the other kingdoms. This is actually a pretty cool game. We're not even done anything yet. That's how long the opening story is.
The very same, yes.
Also, yeah, sun worshippers, golden armor, sundials all over the armor.
Why would a Lordmarian armor be locked in here? We're in Nashville. That's far, far away.
A gift from a king, perhaps.
Could be. Think we should do something with it?
Praise the sun, exactly. You're gonna notice there's a whole kingdom that references that character.
If it doesn't involve Lady Gwen pawning it off for money, then yes.
I was thinking more along the lines of main hall decoration. Somewhere more presentable.
I do not see why not.
All right, up to it.
Sometimes I think you and your sisters are more alike than you imagine, young master.
Oh, good.
Hey, you're back. How did it go?
To be honest, we didn't really clean much, but we found this.
What's that?
Looks like a family tree. Our family tree, I assume.
Yeah.
You know, this may actually be useful. We're going to need stuff like this if we want to get to the bottom of this debt business.
Our thoughts exactly.
Oh, but it's more than that. You can't be narrow-minded in this, boy. It's not just about who borrowed what, you know? If you want to be a king, you need legitimacy. And that means history, lineage, solid facts, everything that constitutes rulership. You may frown upon this, Sonny, but there are folks who buy into this more than they buy into money. It's a chunk of knowledge that will help you.
Okay. Be careful.
I agree. If we are to be nobility, we need the bearings of nobility. And if it helps us on more than one front, all the better.
I can't be running around dusting off chronicles. There are things to do right here, right now.
You're not alone in this, big bro. Remember?
Let me handle the boring ancestry stuff. I'll be digging into documents and family affairs while you do your thing. Which I assume will involve whacking uglies.
What about me?
What about you?
I want to help too.
How about no?
I think that's an excellent idea. I'd appreciate it if you two would work on this together.
Are you serious?
You heard him.
I think those two, like, are more than acquaintances. It's like, you can tell that both are like, hey, you know you need to help your sister. And she's like,
Oh, come on, sis. Why do you face? It's going to be fun.
Also, I bet your duties will take you all over Rashton, Sonny. Methinks you should also ask the nice ladies over here to look after the city while you're away. All in all, you're in this together, as a family.
So are you, old fart.
Oh, but I'm dead already.
Can I trust you with this then?
Leave it to us.
What about you, Griffith?
You know my answer. I swore an oath on your father's dying breath that I would not leave your side. I shall follow you in the field, should you call me to do so.
Very well. What's our next step?
I may have a thing, Kay. While you guys were gone, I took a sightseeing trip around the city. Turns out there are still some people living in the area.
Really?
Yep, there's an inn near the crossroads not far away from the gates. I saw light coming from inside, so they're most likely still in business. Here, big bro, I'll show you on the map.
Oh, that's excellent news. If anything, you should go and introduce yourself. You're going to be their ruler.
Mingling with peasants. What exactly will this accomplish?
Now, young lady, a king is nothing without his subjects. Any fool may claim a pile of rubble, but without people, you're just an empty title. Or a tyrant. Oh, my boy, one cannot rule in a vacuum. You need to be a person. Their person, not just a face on the throne. You may obtain riches and inherit lands, but in the end, true wealth
That's a
lies in
leader.
the hearts and minds of your people.
Wish it was more like that commonly. Like, that's a leader.
Not only as powerful as the respect you command. Never forget this.
Yeah.
Respect of my people.
Ah, at last! The patriarch speaks my language. Duty, service, loyalty.
And even though they're in a really bad place right now, technically Griffith himself is a massive reference to WoW, aka World of Warcraft. The game itself is still a good game, it's just it sucks that it's ended up where it is along with everything else, but you can't tell by that big ass lion on his shoulder. And also he keeps saying, you know, duty, loyalty, justice, and for great justice, which I think is a, from what I remember and what I've heard, a saying from WoW. I never played it like that back in the day, so I don't know that kind of stuff. I just know it kind of sucks what happened to the game, to be honest.
We shall forge
Well,
bonds everlasting.
indirectly it's happening to it through what's going on. So.
Yeah. What do you said? Alright, I'm off to the inn. Griffith?
At your side.
Let's go then.
Let's see. Old man is a suspect. He might be. Maybe he doesn't remember it all, to be honest. I actually want to go check out the pier. Just because I want to see if there's anybody over here. I know we can fish and stuff at some point, so no one's over here. Alright. Because now that we can actually move around. Let's go talk to Elaine again. See what she said. See if she has anything new to say.
Go!
What sort of people will you meet there, I wonder? As long as they don't have any old debts to throw at us, they're okay in my book. Well, oh wow! All right, the placeholder inn. I like that. That's a good name for an inn. Oh.
This is the place, young master.
Welcome to the placeholder. Can I get you something?
Ooh, Lilka.
Hello.
Well met. We would like to speak with the esteemed owner of this fine establishment. Post haste.
You're weird.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna win anybody with that tone, Griffith. You probably should let Kay talk.
Mister, why does your friend speak like a weirdo?
Gods, Griffith. You just can't reel it in, can you? I'm sorry. We don't want anything. Thanks. Can we speak with the owner?
Sure. What do you need?
Wait. I think I'm not getting through.
Oh, no, she is the owner.
The owner, as in the guy who owns this place?
That's insulting, Kay. She can own it too. She just looks a little young.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's you?
Yep.
Yep.
But you're like, what, 12?
12?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, Griffith. You win. Lend me a hand here.
You're the owner, then?
Are you guys slow or something?
I love this game's character design.
What about that menacing gentleman behind the counter?
That's her bartender or her probably bouncer. It is a bar.
Him? That's my dad. He works here.
Or dad. Probably all three.
And co-owns the place, I guess.
Aha! Thank you. That's what we wanted to hear.
Huh, weirdos.
Well, it's gonna turn out she's actually in charge. He does not do anything except for whatever she says.
Are you the owner of this inn?
He can't talk.
I am Kay of House Lauren. I want to inform you that I... the rebuilding, stop staring at me like that. Weather's nice, yes? Come on, give me something to work with.
Sorry, this is me. I love this. Pretty please?
Oh, for the love of...
I don't answer, you know.
What?
Baz never speaks.
What do you mean he never speaks? He can't speak?
Don't know. Haven't ever heard him.
No.
How does he manage to run a tavern?
That girl over there, Rilka, is
Rilka.
daughter. She is a snips for all it's worth.
I noticed he's a little... intense.
Yeah, that's Baz. Staring the crap out of me. One customer at a time.
And you are...
He's like a Wolverine.
Chichirochi. Or just Sheech. I used to fight in the war. And that's where I met Baz.
Which war?
Doesn't really matter. Well, we're veterans, good sirs. Spending our retirement running an inn in the ass end of nowhere.
Are you also an owner?
No. Yeah, I like to think of myself as a permanent guest who doesn't pay for his drinks. and sometimes sleeps in the basement.
So, you're a bum?
Oh, jeez, Griff.
Hey, some of us quit the war with dignity. Hey, I got a hole in my wallet. Also gonorrhea.
What? Oh my god! What?
I see.
That's what you had to say to that? That face says it all, but still, holy shit! Oh, I got a new favorite game. What?
I take it that the inn doesn't get many visitors.
Wasn't expecting that.
Nope. Supposedly, once upon a time, these crossroads were an oft-traveled trade route. That castle over yonder, heart of Ascalia, the jewel of Reshitul. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm Kay of House Lauren. Ascalia once belonged to my family.
Yeah, indeed. You're here to fix things a bit, boy?
More or less, yes.
Hear that, Baz? We got a king over here. Business will flow again.
Glares.
Well, that's nice and all, but have
afraid you'll be having some problems getting people to resettle.
How so?
It's because of the beast! They're afraid of the beast! Ah!
What manner
Welcome
of
to
beast are
Tiny
you talking
Tina
about, young
Regalia. Oh, man.
They say it's got 3 heads, and its eyes are like fire, and it shoots acid out of its rear.
Truth be told, no one knows. But it's true. Something stalks the woods, cutting animals. People are afraid of it. They say they can feel its eyes on their necks as they travel through the forest. Hell, I've heard that even elves steer clear of these parts.
Yet nobody has ever actually seen this beast.
Nope.
Sounds like a myth, no?
Indeed.
Yeah, well, myth or not, it scares me. Besides, you're the top dog around here now, laddie. If anybody should be worried about this, it's you.
Will you be slaying the beast, good sirs?
I mean, we have no choice. If it is a beast, then yes.
Indeed we will. If it truly exists, we shall restlessly scour the land until we manage to plant a sword in its squishy yet monstrous forehead.
You tell Griffith is pure knight, but he does have some edge of, like...
What?
Exactly.
Oh, it's so exciting. Could you drop by later and tell us how it went? Papa loves stories. Right, Papa?
Burns.
On my honor.
Well then, good luck, Betty. Happy hunting. I'll be raising a bug here, hoping for your, non-divide.
Now wait a minute.
Easy. When you can tell this kingdom is screwed when a 12-year-old is the owner of an inn. This kingdom is on so many different levels that the Black Devil will be an improvement. That's rough. Holy shit. Oh man. That's how you know your city is in a bad place. But I think that caught me off guard. That him going, I'm like, what?
On my honor.
If the beast truly exists, I say we find it before it deals any more damage. Besides, nothing lifts men's spirits flawlessly as sight of an evil beast being slain. Assuming it exists. Oh, venture forth.
Oh, great.
So now we have some vaguely threatening beasts to worry about. Yep. Holy cow, these people are so gullible. Well, let's find out. Wait, your character, what? Your characters arrived at my town. Oh, is that the ones that are, you know what, I'm gonna assume we have to go do this. You must gather your party before venturing. Look at all these awesome characters we can have at some point in our team. Gonna get it. Alright, so. I don't know what that did. Ah, square. We'll see if we can kill the beast, and then after that we'll wrap it up, and we'll leave it for next time. If y'all want to see more of this, you'll have to let me know when we talk more in depth about our schedule coming up tomorrow, with the surprise that I gotta include either tomorrow or next weekend for sure. So yeah. Traveling around Rostal Expanse. This is a general overview of the Expanse. From here, you can journey between dungeons, event spots, and various other relevant points of interest. Traveling between two neighboring locations always consumes one in-game day. Entering dungeons will reserve a fixed amount of days depend on the dungeon's size. Should that number be lower than the number of days until a plot important deadline, you will be unable to enter the dungeon. That's cool. That's really thoughtful. This game has some really in-depth, like, user-friendly, like, mechanics. That, like, if you're just playing this game for fun and enjoyment, it kind of does a lot of it for the thinking work for you when it comes to, like, normal mechanics. Like, if it knows you might accidentally screw something up in a deadline, it won't even let you start that dungeon. That's cool. Not all dungeons are available right off the bat. To unlock them, you will first need to complete the preceding dungeons in given regions. Wow! We're at the point that I haven't seen now. Like, I have not seen this yet. This is your in-game calendar. Every year consists of 9 months, each composed of 4 weeks. Each week in turn composed of 7 days. Okay. 9 months. So each month is 4 weeks and there are 9 months in a year. This is where the Stardew Valley part's coming out too. Because like I said, it is a town management thing too. Unassuming glade. Nothing exciting ever happens here. Seems to be the only one. Let's go to this one. Trolls Day. Like Tuesday? Dude, this game has so much personality. Okay. Dungeoneering basics. Every dungeon contains 3 kinds of nodes. Combat nodes. These involve battling with a region's unfriendly denizens. Any party members that are defeated during battle will be rendered unavailable until you visit a camp node or leave the dungeon. Adventure nodes. These will engage your party in short choose-your-own-adventure text quests. Some of them granting rewards and branching out into follow-up quests. Camp nodes. These are small free-roaming zones where you can gain bonuses, personal bond points with your party members, revive KO'd combatants, and save in-game mid-dungeon. There are also the only nodes you can visit multiple times in a single dungeon run. Once you unlock it, I assume. Keep in mind that locked nodes cannot be accessed until you have cleared the neighboring nodes. Enter node.
So what exactly are we doing here, Griffith?
Looking for the beast.
And why are we doing this?
To end its reign of terror and bring peace to the land.
And what are our chances of the supposed beast appearing?
Well, since we are in fact chatting casually in the middle of a seemingly lifeless forest, given the laws of narrative probability, I would say...
Given the plot armor ability, I would say 100%.
Get ready, young master.
What the hell?
That our beast, Griffith?
No, there's no way.
You were saying?
This is the character I was looking for.
Second thought.
On second thought, this is the one I was looking for. Yeah, but the 3-headed Chihuahua, they're screwed. Main objective: defeat the beast, which will, I think, allow her to join my team, I assume. Not quite sure. We're gonna go with that. Hungry clouds, swag on the deep. That's a lot of freaking
Let's
health.
go.
Back to battle. Activation order. Have you noticed that this weird looking lady activated before you? How about we use this opportunity to explain some advanced combat mechanics? Activations take place in a strict order defined by the combatant's initiative value. While initiative remains a fixed value, there are numerous other ways to influence that order. A new turn begins when all combatants finish their activations. You can check the turn activation here. Oh, I can't reach her. Alright then, in case... Let's give you armor, because you're going to need it to fight her. And we're going to just hold my turn there, and we're going to rush her. Boosh! Sundered. Do it again. Enter. The lines are drawn. The orders are in. Whirlwind. Whoa! Good thing I put armor on him. Authority points are shared resource pool, which can be spent to use blitz or execute ultimate attacks. The party generates 1 authority point at the start of every turn. A maximum of 5 AP can be stored at any given time. A combatant can use blitz after performing an action, enabling them to act again. Using blitz costs 1 point. Alternatively, AP can be spent to unleash a combatant's ultimate skill. However, these game-changing abilities are powerful as they are expensive. Each of these requires 2. This is your current amount of authority points. You can find blitz here, which is what we've already been doing because I did see that in the video I watched. So. Oh, I don't have line of sight. No. In that case, let me beat him up again.
Right at you.
At your side.
Oh, she dodged it. I'm gonna try again. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure what's happening. That's not good. Show them what you're made of. Whirlwind. Oh, he's taking some damage now. Can we please hit her now? There we go. Weakened.
Not yet.
Now let's rush her because he needs help. Time to rend.
Right at you.
Got her.
Keep up the momentum, guys.
Nice. Alright, now, do you know about the SA-50 more dangerous brother, the M60? I have heard about the M60. Or SA-50 if France got their hands on it. Or SA-60, yeah. No, I've seen the M60. It looks fantastic.
The fabled beast appears to have slowed down.
She doesn't look like a bandit, or a beast for that matter. Why would she be terrorizing the locals?
I do not think we can expect civil reasoning from her, sire. I would suggest caution in your attempt to communicate.
You win.
She's just a Jane. That's all it is.
You speak.
There are no words between predator and prey, yes? In defeat, our roles are reversed. If words are shared, it shall be so, by your choosing.
Yeah, warrior to the end. Signy.
What?
Are you the beast that stalks Rashtil?
Rashtil? Such a name is unknown to me.
She's probably just been living out here.
You speak of names that impose boundaries, but these are not mine. We share a sky, but the boundary is not mine. The mark is not mine. The territory is not mine.
I understood nothing.
Neither did I.
Hacks, tribes, kin, rights. The Kelra way, our way, my way. To overcome enemies, we become beasts in spirit.
I guess that explains the outburst. Sort of.
There is strength in such bonds. as in all bonds born out of respect. We take only what is given and never force our way.
I still cannot make heads or tails of what you're saying.
The beast chooses the man, and the man accepts the beast. But it is a process, not an act. Something to claw and strive for. For many days and many nights, many moons that come and go. But the exact count is meaningless. One cannot return without finding the right beast.
So unless I'm getting utterly confounded here, you're saying you are searching for your beast.
Yes.
And this search brought you here.
Just so.
I have never heard about this tribe of yours, these Kelra.
The turtle and the eagle both share a sky. But though the turtle wonders about the clouds, he will never take flight, yes?
Huh?
It is a color unknown to your kind, much as yours is unknown to mine.
Is she really the same girl who just tried to rip our throats out? But anyway, what does all of this mean? I am sorry, but I can't allow you to run around the woods anymore. I am a lord of sorts, of these lands, and I could really use some popular support. You aren't helping, you know. You need to leave.
Then we are at odds. But as the victor, you are within rights to request so. If that is your will.
What would happen if you were to abandon your right and go back home?
My siblings would devour me whole.
This is definitely Jane.
Figuratively speaking?
Probably not.
No.
No.
Young master?
I know what you're about to ask me. I'm not sure I'll like it.
Come now, we all follow our oaths. And hers seems to be of great import. To her, at the very least.
Well, we're in the middle of something ourselves, remember? You're asking me to put her own good above ours.
No. I am asking you to be the man your father thought you would always be.
Which is?
The better man.
Sire. Damn you, Griffith. What if we made a deal?
The predator does not barter with prey.
He does not want you to be his prey. He wants you to be his partner.
Your lion speaks, yet confuses. Elaborate.
Lion?
How do you not... you wear a lion on your shoulder and you don't know what she means? Even I would have known what she means. Griffith, give me that lion. You don't need that lion.
Shelter and resources, and hopefully it'll help you find your beast.
A cage of wood and stone yields no answers.
That may be so, but you won't have to stay in one. As a member of my retinue, I expect people to honor your special outdoor privileges. And, small eccentricities. Emphasis on small.
No doubt you would price this favor in my strength, yes? What for?
You heard it yourself. We need all the hands we can get to rebuild the city. I am sure Master K would be very pleased with such a capable warrior as yourself.
I see. Then the boon is granted, and so I will join your pack. I shall follow the duckling and the lion so that together we may fulfill our oaths.
She called him a duckling because he's so...
Duckling?
Really?
Why do I get a duckling while you get to be a lion?
Because he actually wears a lion, even though that didn't dawn on him.
I have absolutely no idea.
Still not dawning on him.
Now, the girls. I have a feeling this will take a long, long while.
Oh, let me read what Chad said. Sherman that has stabilizer sabot rounds and an auto loader, yep, more dangerous. Pretty sure it also has thermal, so longer range. That is amazing. Wow, that was great. I'm not gonna lie, that was a fun little interlude. All right, let's finish the dungeon up so we can start wrapping it up. It was like the first fight. I'm surprised. Aside from your town, camp nodes are the only place where you can save your game. Interacting with the save icon will enable you to access save games. While camp nodes can be visited multiple times, you can only revive your KO'd characters once per camp node, and not necessarily on your first visit. To do that, interact with this icon. Resting here will revive your defeated party members. You can do this only once. Okay. You are aware of your fearsome reputation in these parts, I assume. My pilgrimage brought me here. Brought no harm upon your kin. Akelra pursues revelation, not slaughter. Perhaps I do not intend to question that. The fact remains, however, that some have already denounced you as a local menace. Some may even come after you. Let them come. It matters not. Theirs are but words, empty and without sting, like the buzz of a bumblebee. Let them come. You're with us now. We'll handle this together. Griffith is right. He may be in some danger. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Just so, there is strength in unity. The duckling is wise to acknowledge that.
May your totem guide.
For now, let us continue our journey, yes? That was a good one.
On my honor.
Ready to march at your command, young master. So many sheep and cattle, and pigs. Ancestors, I really, really hope none of those are my totem animals. Oh, that's great. There we go. Save game. Create new save, because I do want to create one. Save completed. Let's get out of here and finish up. Back to the dungeon. Oops. Alright. In search of the beast. Ah, you may have found Signy, but so have they. You were about to exit the woods when suddenly Signy gestures you to wait. Men around. Men around. The scent is clear. We are being followed. I don't see anyone. Oh. Before you can finish your sentence with a timing so impeccable that it would border a comedic, a hatchet flies by your head, sinking its blade in the nearest tree trunk. Men of somewhat questionable looks emerge from the greenery, surrounding your small party. Their leader, a broad-shouldered brute with the charm of a burlap sack, proceeds to clap in obvious mockery. The man whistles and laughs, earning a low snarl from Signy, the famous beast of Rashtal. Who'd have guessed, for someone so fun-sized, you'd have a pretty hefty reputation. Hell, it's a wonder you ain't a dragon. I'm Kay of House Lauren. I command you to stand down. What do you want? She's the beast of Rashtal, ain't she? You'd be surprised how many people would pay heaps to see her dead on a chain. And me, he grins, I'm willing to oblige. Signy's under the protection of House Lauren. You want her? You have to go through me. He draws his weapon and motions at his henchmen. Good, if that's the plan. Bring me the girl, fellas. To this day, I'm questioning why the M60 is not in War Thunder. Maybe War Thunder couldn't balance it. It was too strong. I don't know. I think there's something close to it, but it's not the main M60. I forget what it's called. The YouTuber I watch, Spookston, did a video on it. But defeat all enemies challenge. Win the battle in 7 turns. Defeat 2 enemies with a single ability. Okay. Put you here. I'm gonna put her here. I'm gonna go with that. Alright, back to battle again. Not every battle ends when you defeat your opponent. Some may have unique objectives to fulfill. Aside from objectives, battles often come with a separate list of optional challenges to complete. Completing challenges grants bonus experience points on victory and increases the chance of obtaining combat loot. You can always review the ongoing combat objectives and challenges by pressing the touchpad. It's okay if you fail a challenge, though. you shouldn't feel obliged to complete all the optional stuff. But just in case you happen to be a masochist completionist, I have to warn you, they're often quite brutal. In Battle Menu, you can see the combat log, allowing you to track all the technical combat information, for example, your rolls to hit or damage calculations. You can adjust combat speed from 1 to 4 for that purpose with the left D-pad and right D-pad. Forfeit button. The forfeit button in Battle Menu allows you to party to withdraw from the current battle. Doing so will reset the party status and item stock to the state from before entering combat. I imagine you can kind of cheese it by doing that. Note that some battles, like this one, cannot be retreated from, though. Oh, okay, that's good. In such cases, the button will be absent. Skip button in battle means allows you to automatically win the battle. You can do this in story mode, which I'm not in. In Regalia, many of your abilities will require line of sight to your target. Hold right stick during battle to display which obstacles can block your line of sight. Oh wow. You can also hold L2 to bring up every combatant's health, shields, and ongoing effects. Additionally, pressing left stick while targeting will allow you to rotate any placeable spawned by your skills. Wow. Point a combatant and press X to display. Point a combatant and press X. You give me point at a combatant? Hold on. That's how we do it. Increases all damage done by 5% whenever a combatant is defeated. Okay. That's how we actually check. Battle Tide. Generates 1 stack of Battle Tide whenever K uses a skill. At 3 stacks, the stack is consumed, granting either Empowered, Evasion, Aegis, or Fleet. Chosen randomly. Okay. To a random ally for 2 turns. Okay. And then grants 3 movement points whenever Griffin defeats an enemy. Griffith. Nice. She's first. I'm gonna have her flank. Alright, let's read these. Enraged. Deals damage equal to 15% of Signy's current health as physical damage to herself. Applies Empowered and Fleet. Movement and initiative increased by half of your base value. Wow. And then it empowers. Okay. Whirlwind. Deals 90% damage as Thunder to all targets in range. Applies Sundered for 1 turn. Sundered, all resistances is reduced by 30%. Wait. That red mist was a person? Is that a Code Vein reference? How many references are in this game? Well, that's gonna make this appropriate. Savage Roar. Deals 30% as pure damage and applies Panic for 1 turn to all enemies in range. Panicked enemies have a chance to flee in a random direction. Okay. And then Pounce. Ignoring line of sight, which do not block line of sight, deals 60% targets adjacent landing zone. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hold her right there. We gotta do this in 7 turns.
Please stand by while we assassinate you.
Please stand by while we assassinate you. I feel like I don't want to do that. I feel like that's bad for me.
Here we go.
Alright, I'm gonna move you here, because actually I can move after I do this.
Strike now.
Strike now. And in turn, let's get you up here. Line of sight, yeah. So, hold on. Okay. I'll intern then.
Enough mana.
Not enough mana. It's freaking Palpatine. Oh, this ain't rock and roll. This is genocide. What? Roar. What? Oh, okay. Let's try it again. So instead I want to do what does the most damage. You do. Dang! Let's do it again.
Hear me roar!
Ancestors, hear me roar. So I bite him? What is this? Panicked? That's a massacre. Whack! Yeah. Whack. Ha, she's too fast. I think it said kill 2 opponents. Hold on. Defeat 2 enemies with a single ability. Okay. Got line of sight for that? That's weird.
Put your guns on.
Oh, he parried it. Oh, he had a shield. Well, it's gone now.
For great justice!
Oh, okay. Fever time. We also gotta try to do this in 7 turns. Yes, yes. Does we have anything that reaches that far? Just pounce. Wow. If I build up enough energy, then technically I can just... like, what's it called? Alright. I'm not gonna do that because I don't wanna... I want her to distract and take some of these hits. Because I want them to both go for her so we can kill them both at the same time. So we can try to get that challenge done. Ow.
Everyone stay cool. This is a robbery.
Ow. Okay, there we go. Risky, but worth it.
Right at you.
Let us strike. For great justice!
Sundered. Alright, now let me move him over here. So she's not the only thing being targeted. In turn. Wizard boy gets to go. Yeah, that's fine. Me and him will have a battle. A hungry cloud swag on the deep.
On the prowl.
On the prowl. Alright, how much health are we talking right now? Don't know if that's enough. They're gonna have to be weaker than that. Probably gonna hit, what's his name? Yep, okay, it missed him, good. Alright. Okay, in turn.
Strike.
Shoot. I need to go back over here then. Hold on, let me go right here. I'm gonna end my turn. Because I want him to come into range of her ult as well. As long as she don't die, we can do this. Oh no! Ah. Alright, well I screwed that up. Really? Alright.
Right at you.
Yeah. I don't have anything I can deploy. I'm gonna move up here then, so that way the other guys can't hit him. He'll keep chasing me. You face bomb, right? I messed that up pretty hard. But that's alright. I know what my plan is. Oi, oi, oi. Oh no, he might die. Are we gonna lose this? We might lose this. We may have to run away because I freaked up. Hold on, let me... That's gonna give line of sight issues, isn't it? No, it's not. There we go. And that'll do it.
Not yet. Take this.
We'll do. Okay. You are stunned. Great.
You play with your toys. I play with the cosmos.
Oh! Ow! That hurt. Good thing he's got armor. It's gonna be rough.
Everyone stay cool. This is a robbery.
We're doing bad right now. Retry and forget the challenge and just kill them all. Hold on, it's not over yet. This ain't done yet. This ain't done yet. What's their health? 139, 123, 45. I know it'll kill these two. I'm gonna shoot this other one.
Put your guns on. One down.
Alright, here we go.
For great justice.
Yeah! Did it! Woo! That was close, but I did it. Nice. Delilac DLC, gemstones, components, flash goggles. Nice, we did it! Commercial break. Ooh. Ooh. Cindy's character. Y'all know how I am with James. I think I'm gonna do that one. The battle is won and you are free to leave the forest. Without a doubt, your sisters will want to hear about the whole ordeal. Oh, do I not get... I guess that's just the rewards. Nice. You've cleared all the available dungeon nodes. Finish the dungeon. Meanwhile...
Another miss. Licked clean. Ram, why can't a man make a decent profit anymore?
Is that the gnome? Is that a gnome?
Maybe the castle will be more fruitful.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Mighty fine weather for a stroll. Am I right?
Yep. Are you here for a walk too?
No. Not precisely. I am on a walk, yes. But it is a different kind of walk. A gilded walk of spreading joy and awe to all whom I may
Swindler.
I am Haksun ibn al-Anduraz, purveyor of goods most wondrous, wandering merchant supreme, and most certainly not one of those street peddlers who would shank you for a stray copper.
Oh, then you must have come to see my brother.
I'm afraid your meaning eludes me. But if you pardon me asking, what is a nice young lady like yourself doing in a place like this?
I live here.
You live here?
Is it here?
Here?
I know. I'm sorry about the mess, but it's a recent thing. My brother just became the lord of that castle. See? Over there.
Oh, is that so? Well, things just got very, very interesting. Perhaps there is good money to be made here, after all. This is a most fortuitous development. I would be delighted to exchange goods with your brother. That is, with your permission, my fair lady.
But of course! I'm sure he'll be overjoyed to have you.
Ah, splendid! Well then, all that remains is a handshake to cement our joyous agreement. Am I right? Shall we?
Easy. He smells of... he smells... I don't trust him. He smells of profit. That is hilarious. Yeah, he does. Back to Regalia. Saturday. The days are hilarious. Return to town so we can save it now that we got Signy with us. How do I save, actually? Is that a... Oh wow, that's the calendar. Wait. Oh wow! Oh, day off and away, huh? I like this. So yeah, this is just like Stardew Valley meets like a Persona. There's like a schedule so you can befriend and grow your friendships and relationships with all these different characters. Okay. Character sheet. Your character sheet displays detailed information about the chosen character. While certain attribute values increases will experience in levels. It is up to you to fill the gaps with proper customization. Pressing X on a weapon and trinket slots allows you to swap characters' equipments, although weapon types are strictly assigned to specific characters. Trinkets are universal and can be equipped by anyone, though. Each character can be further modified by perks. These are shared between all your characters and can be unlocked through various in-game activities, like personal bonds, diplomacy, and so on. Press X on an empty perk slot and it will open the perk selection menu. Each perk has a fixed equipment cost, representing the amount of perk slots it will take. More perk slots are gained with experience levels. A level up increases the amount of available slots by 1. You can change your perks here. You can change your weapons and trinkets here. This is your party's level. This is your party level. Instead of individual level ups, your party gains experience as a whole. That's actually cool too. I like that. Because all you gotta really worry about is the customization stuff. I have no perks right now. Oh, I got the thunder resistance. Ooh, I got goggles. So that's what that reward I got was. And then these are the other characters. I'm gonna give her those goggles because she's lightning based already. Okay. And then we go R2. Inventory, gemstones, components. That's our money. DLC is money. Gemstones, uncommon resources used for crafting and building, and common resources used for crafting and building. Weapons, trinkets, crafting resources, key items, consumables. Nothing of the sort right now. Regular quests. Completed quests, completed adventures. First steps. Report back to Castle Lauren. Everything went better than expected. Return to Castle Lauren with the news. I get vitality. Oh, these are the perks I'll get, I think. I bet. So then, if that's the case, we're going to do one more. After we do this tutorial for this menu, we're going to do one more cutscene. Spending your time with characters. Each character has days when you can pursue their personal bond stories. This is indicated by an exclamation mark over their heads. By gaining relationship points and advancing personal bond levels, you unlock unique benefits related to the characters in question. The most common way of gaining RP is through spending time with characters. To do so, choose Spend Time option from the character's conversation menu. When you have enough points to advance the next personal bond level, a unique storyline cutscene will trigger. During these cutscenes, you will be able to influence Kay's choices, possibly gaining extra RP in the process. Okay. Personal bond is ready to level up. Spend time with this character to improve the bond. Ooh, already? Jesus. Okay. How's everybody else doing? Wow, even she's the only one because I got a whole bunch of points for her in that last one. So, Confidant, Admirer, unlocks skill morphs. Upgrades to that. Upgrades to that. Yeah, so you get perks for that character and other things that you can use. It's cool. Town tutorial. This screen displays your list of constructible buildings and your current resource pool. One thing: these resources are used both for constructing and crafting items. So be smart about spending them. Okay. Construction of a new building can be ordered through selecting an appropriate option in your castle. After being constructed, each building can be upgraded to higher levels, which is often an important requirement to progress a character's personal bonds. This is a building's current level. A 0 means it is not yet constructed. So yeah. So this is the town management half coming into play right here. Alright, diplomacy. Now we're going to get to see the factions. This is the diplomacy screen. Here you will track your reputation with the neighboring nations. Like with personal bonds, increasing your reputation will unlock unique faction benefits such as perks, faction reinforcements, and even new party members. Wow. So, okay. So each of these factions, much like in anything else, we can only choose one. And yes, what you're looking at is true. These are samurai dwarfs. So they are literally honor-bound, badass little melee dwarves. These are elves, even though they look like orcs. They're like pirate water elves, like ocean elves and stuff like that. Forget there's a way to look. Yeah, see, and you can tell. See, this is you'll get their prints if you level up them enough. The pirate king of Mayware himself, captaining the ship known as the Ascaros. While countless absurd tales about villain tend to overshadow the truth. He is clearly something of an oddity among elves, for he seems to prefer the company of humans over his own kin. So yeah, and then over here we have freaking Praise the Sun Empire versus the Desert Empire, or the Cult. Each one is completely different, although I would consider these guys kind of more like machinists, as you can see right there. Esther, the bold machinist. Which, I'm probably going to go for this faction here. And over here, probably the elves. So left and left, as far as diplomacy is concerned. So, and that's diplomacy. Then we got our codex, which has all our cool stuff we've seen so far. And I think we're good at the moment. Alright, let's get out of that. Let's go check in real quick. There is no cow level. There's the Diablo reference. And this is what happened. Please don't make a habit out of collecting half-naked women in our castle. She needed our help. That, and she may yet return out to be useful. Oh, here, this youngster speaks the truth. You shouldn't shun such occasions, dear boy. There are many more to come, and you need to make the best of it. What do you mean? As you grow in prestige, my boy, powerful individuals may cling to your presence. You would be wise to include them in your inner circle. Temper their trust into an asset, and you will surpass every obstacle.
No.
Man. What now, grandfather? One way or another, you seem to have grasped the basics of what it means to be a ruler. The long journey, however, only begins. Cruci. Aye, him and more. This debt cannot be settled overnight. If it is to be kept tight leash on your kingdom, we need to entice him with a prospect of growth. But fear not, after all, you have me. I can offer you guidance, experience, and the direction that comes with it. Set your goals, focus your attention. It's better to work towards something, concentrate, don't you think? I suppose you're right.
Here, your tasks will be...
Well, let's see. Your objectives for the next 2 months shall be... deadlines, and this is where the Stardew Valley and Persona part comes in. There are deadlines. For each of the different quests. Much like a town management thing. Almost like, and it's to match the fact that we're trying to keep up with the debt and keep Cruci off of us. So I have 51 days left. Song Day, 28th Ascent, 1093 CC. Objectives updated. Well, what are you waiting for? Get to it, Chop Chop. Alright. Kingdom quests. Okay, deadlines and priorities. You've just received the complete list of tasks required to restore Ascalia. These are collectively called Kingdom quests. You can always check the status and required quotas of Kingdom quests in the quest log under the touchpad menu. Completing Kingdom quests represents the effort and growth needed to stave off the debt collector. Every 2 months the debt collector will come and evaluate your progress. If you don't meet the required quotas, it's game over. In addition to Kingdom quests, some chapters may issue a story quest. Completing these should take a priority above everything else, as neglecting to do so will fail the chapter regardless of the number of completed quests. Kingdom quests. One final word. Alright, this concludes our little series of wall texts. Remember, if something remains unclear, you can always review these tutorials by choosing the help button in the pause menu. Good luck and try not to screw up, will you? Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to Griffith.
Hello, young master.
I'd like to talk to you about a combat technique. Would you like to spend a day with Griffith? Yes. Yes, spend time.
Splendid.
Excellent. Let us proceed. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. It's been some time since you participated in prolonged combat, young master. Here, let us spar. Are we actually fighting? Oh no. I don't think so. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah!
Splendid.
Good fool! But there is always room for improvement, is there not? Ah! Whoa! Well, do you know your basics? That is much as certain. Not well enough, it seems. Ready for another go? Ready for another go?
Ah,
As always. Now strike again! I'll strike from... I'll try straight at him. Bold move, young master. Continue. Okay, so yeah, the choices we make help the relationships go up a little bit better. Alright, so his has been improved. Where's the schedule? So for her, today is song day. She is at the inn. Let's go talk to her now. Where is she? Oh, we don't have one. I thought we did. I was told there would be entertainment. That would be relaxing. But where is the wrestling pit? I am so confused. You've unlocked your new quest. New perk slot unlocked. Your companions grow stronger. That's a lot of things that came up. Wait, what was that? You have empty perk slots to fill. Select them. More initiative, more health, more damage. Okay. Loud and clear. Command is now used regardless of line of sight. That's a good one. Oh, and depending on how big it is, it takes up more than one slot. Okay. Let's go ahead and outfit everybody. I want to give her quick thinking and brawler. Because she needs to have high initiative and really good attack. And of course for our tank. Wait. We can do this on everybody? So for him then, what is this? Pinpoint strike now cannot miss or be dodged. However, it no longer applies sundered. No, I think I want to give him the reverse. Tanky, brawly. Did we get any new? No. Alright, everybody's outfitted, yay. Inventory. Nothing new. Regular quests. Okay. Go to Castle Loren. You have inherited the land. Oh, no, it's completed. Nothing to display right now. Oh, okay. Oh, Kingdom Quest. That's right. It's over here. Clear the Fester lands. Clear ban. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to have to do some dungeon diving. Construction. Oh, or construction. Okay, so we can do multiple different things to try to complete this. We have to complete 5 or more Kingdom Quests. Okay. Experience. Okay. I'm seeing how this is starting to play out. The personal bond is ready to level up. Spend time with this character to improve their bond. That's what I was doing. Oh, she can't do it today. She can only do that on Monk's Day. Then we'll talk to this dude. Ah, I know nothing, honest. What do you mean? You came to talk. Would you like to spend the day with Sajori? Yes, spend time. Okay, I think I see what this is about. Look, Mr. Lauren, just in case, I'm not entirely sure what gang you're playing, but I don't have any money, no offense. I'm not here for your money. I'm not here for money. You're not? Wait a minute, you're not planning on taking advantage of me, are you? What? No. I may be poor and smelly and toothless, but I still got my pride, you know. Well, regardless of your reasons, I'm not going to be keeping you. I'm sure you have plenty of monarchy and things to do. And I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. But that's sort of beyond the point right now. What, something on my face? Come on, don't give me that look. It's just that, myself. I prefer drinking to talking. Geez, Suji, are you bothering our customers again?
Dude, really?
A day without the bottle would do you wonders, you know. Ha! As if. And that's the least of Mr. And that's at least a Mr. Suchi to you, lass. Sure. So, Mr. Lauren, is he bothering you? Well, excuse me. He struck up the conversation first for reasons, I guess, because a king talking to random strangers isn't weird at all. Well, am I right or am I right? I just wanted to get to know you. I should have been the bottom one, because he's a carefree guy. I should have went with the bottom one. I just wanted to get to know you. What an odd thing to say. What's there to know, and more importantly, why? He's a guy who happened to fight alongside my dad during some war. Why are they still friends? I'll never know. He's just there, part of the family at this point, you know? Ah, lass, that's sweet. He's like this loud, smelly, ugly, awkward uncle that nobody likes. I take it back. Well, you know what, laddie? You're a weird kid. Now, if you excuse me, I have an urgent appointment with a tankard.
I don't think so.
No, you don't. Fun stream, now. Let's see. And it's sad day. My PS3 died today. Oh, that's sad to hear, Ultimate Gaming Bob. It sucks when a console dies off. I feel you on that one, bro. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And Tam King said, fun stream, Ardna. Have a good one, y'all. You too, Tam King. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Let's go to the pier and do one last relationship upgrade for Signy, and then we'll save it at that. I gotta be careful with this one, because I don't know. I'm gonna have to...
Juggling approaches.
Would you like to spend the day with Signy?
Just so.
And so we will. There's no fixed pattern to your actions in a turn.
Hey,
Hey, I trust nothing's bothering you. You've been hanging out here a lot. Hope you had no problems adjusting the town life.
Sounds of stone and wood are confusing.
These town rites remain unfamiliar to me. Much as your kin is not my kin. But they're strong people, both in strike and spirit. The duckling keeps good company. The trails of wood and cobble I mesh with less. There are smells and colors that confuse me, and I do not always wish to confront them. But this brings me warmth. It mirrors familiar sights, and for that I am grateful. So the pier reminds you of home. Yeah, ooh, that was a good one. I understood it, because I understand what she's saying. They don't. That was a triple up. It is indeed soothing. We fight so that we may achieve rest. We rest so that we may fight. To everything there is a season, and a time every purpose under the heaven. Just as a mother bear cannot nurse her young in the thick of the hunt, so does a warrior need time to sharpen their claws, yes? Getting carried away with the Cohens there, but yeah. Alright, I've been meaning to ask. There's also one matter, your totem, was it? How goes the search for your beast, as I recall? That it was very important to you and your tribe. Not too well, I take it. No, and I hold no answers why. Akelra is supposed to find their own meaning. Communion, confrontation, cooperation. 3 paths to walk in search of a totem. Nothing else is known to journey, to hunt, to experience. These are our tools, our hands, our eyes, our senses, all but needless to pierce the dark needles to pierce the darkness. We exchanged our oath once, yes? Will you help me? I can't help you if I can't help myself. You seem desperate. I gave my word. Yes, we're doing right choices. I gave my word.
A rare kindness.
A stance worthy of respect, and I shall repay in kind. The wind sings of a journey. The water hums a calling. The land dances, full of life and motion.
The ancestors are with us.
The portents are there. I will find my beast. This I swear. That's a lot of rhyming. Alright, nice. That was a good one. Bye, Tam King. Farseer said. See you later, Tam King. Okay, we're gonna leave that at right there. We need to save. Got a lot of new stuff. Party is leveled up. You've unlocked kingdom quests. I like that I can do this and check this out. One of your personal bonds is increased. That was the old one. Quests have been updated. You've unlocked a new codex entry. New characters have arrived in town. New characters will now fight at your side. Alright. Let me check our personal bonds again. It looks like I can do it again. I think it's just I spend time on those days. Unless I'm earning so much this bar keeps filling up. Which is a good sign. I'm doing pretty good. So, but we are going to save it there. We are going to save over this. Are you sure? Yes, I want to overwrite. Save completed. Chapter 1, days left, 48. To complete what we need. Nice. Let's exit the main menu. Let's start wrapping it up. Also, I got my Russian tanks back and I got some extra. Nice, Farseer, nice. Yeah, I've been so obsessed with Gundam lately, I have not really played War Thunder lately. I've been on a very big Gundam kick. When it comes to, like, free-to-play and, like, grinding a multiplayer game right now, like, me and Jim's just been going ham. We have so many new things. Plus, we've learned so much about that game and continuously trying to figure certain things out that we didn't really totally get before. It's been pretty awesome. I've enjoyed the heck out of it. I'm now starting to modify my mobile suits more in the hangar than I did before because now I'm starting to see the benefit of it more versus my build and all that on top of it. Let's see, and I'm gonna 1v1 Warlock. Good luck on that fight. I imagine you probably could win that. The Russian tanks are some of the most reliable ones in War Thunder. As far as, like, if you don't want something to be one-sided to one way or the other. They have a good mix of a lot of different things. So, it's a very good choice. Very good choice. But, let's see. I'm probably gonna lose. He never down tiers. Oh. Well, if he's not, that's not a fight then, though. That's not fair. If he's gonna use higher tier tanks, then that's not really a fair fight. No offense. It needs to be the same tier or within reason. Because then it's a real fight. That's why when we were gonna fight, I was gonna fight at whatever tier we can both fight at. Because it's not fair otherwise, for either of us. So... But he's fun to fight. Oh, that's good. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. I don't know. It's just me. I like to stay at the same tier. It's the same thing in Gundam. Even though that one stream we did that last Sunday where I went 700 in that brawl with Prime and them. That was for just giggles. But normally I do like to stay at the same tier just to make it more challenging for myself. And, more of an exciting battle. But hey. Hey, I still win our duels. Oh, nice. Hey, I mean, that just shows, I mean, if you can win something against someone who's up-tiered anyways, that just means you're all the more skilled. That's with anything. It's ironic because it's making me realize how much more I've learned about being skilled at games again ever since I started playing the surprise I have for y'all tomorrow or next weekend. Which we'll go into more of that tomorrow if we do it tomorrow. There is a certain game that's not coming out until, for the surprise side, till next weekend. It comes out after the main game that me, James, and Tam King are going to play on the channel for multiplayer purposes. Y'all probably already know what that one is. But, what was my brain? My brain melted. So we'll figure out how to handle that. But since they're the brand new game, that's also a harken back to my past because it's a sequel to this game I played when I was a child. Or I say child, I was probably a teenager when I played that one because that would be the first version of that secret. So okay. Yeah, well, we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Oh, heads up! Also, announcement for James's. I should have said this earlier, and this is my dumb self for not doing this. Announcement for all of James's people who watch his streams. He's not feeling good this weekend. He's feeling really, really bad. Plus, there's some other stuff he's dealing with in IRL right now. Depending on how he feels tomorrow, he may or may not be able to stream. So I just wanted to let y'all know, if you're member of his channel and watch his channel, that he may not get the stream tomorrow, just to give y'all a heads up, to help him out a little bit because he's been feeling pretty bad. I think he's getting sick, so also send out your love and prayers for him so he can feel better, because being sick sucks. I hate being sick. But he got a 9.0. Woo! Not bad. You can beat that with lower tiers. That does show that you're skilled, though, Farseer. That does show some skill. The most one-sided duel I had with him was 6.7 versus 4.0. I killed 3 tanks. I see. That's not bad, though. 4.0s would have a harder time than later. Because here's the thing about War Thunder. The higher in the tree you get, the more likely that tank can kill things above its pay grade. So, that's pretty impressive. 4.0 on a 6.0. Still lost. Yeah, it's still impressive that 4.0's managed to get 3 tanks out of 6.7. That's more that to me is more impressive than a higher rank battle. Because 4.0 is going to have a harder time fighting an up tier battle than something that's more modernized. Where the more modernized things are technically capable of fighting things stronger than themselves, if you're good in them. So, Jag Tiger. A Jag Tiger. The Jag Tiger. That makes sense. But, alright, Farseer. Ultimate Gaming Bob, I once again, I feel bad for you, bro. I know what it's like to lose a system. I had one of my PS4s clonk out. Technically, 2 PS4s clonk out on me before. It's sad when you lose one, especially I guess in this case a PS3, because that's a treasured relic at this point because of how old it's becoming. So I feel bad for you, bro. I'm sorry to hear what happened. And big shout out to you, bro. My thoughts go out to you, to your PS3 dying. Also, once again, thoughts out to James as well. Took out both Tiger 2s and Ferdinand. Not bad! That is not bad, Farseer. That is dope. Also, big shout out to Tam King for joining as well. But Ultimate Gaming Bob, Nasty Wolf, Sir C. Lee, the Super Seal, and Tam King, and I think that's everybody for main chat. Ooh, wrong button. I think that's everybody for main chat. But as far as everyone just watching the backgrounds, thanks, guys. Thank you always for just chilling out and enjoying the streams. Things will become a little bit more stable come next weekend. I do plan on getting a proper schedule set up for the weekend that I can do when I'm not doing things with the family or something, or otherwise, and stuff and otherwise. So, we can look forward to that next weekend. Because I have been kind of off kilter this past couple weeks because there's so much stuff going on. So, it's been crazy. But it's all worth it. It's gonna be so. I'm so excited. I can't say it enough. I really can't. But let's see. Took out both. Let's see. Bye, Ardnot. I got a reputation to repair. All right, Farseer. Good luck in your battle against Warlock, and take out as many as you can. And until next time, peace and love to all of you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I hope you all have enjoyed this this first little debut episode of Regalia Royal Edition of Men and Monarchs. Technically, it doesn't show that on the title, but that is technically its original whole title. So, if y'all want to see more of this, let me know in the community or in the chat or the comments below the video. Or just hit the the toes up button. And just let me know if y'all want to see more of this. Because I will have to pick and choose certain ones that'll become priority in the main schedule. But we'll always have indie days. Like an indie video during the weekend at some point. Whatever it ends up being. It may continue to swap out like I always usually do for that. But once again, thank you to all you guys, and peace and love. I love you all! And bye! And a big shout out to James. Show him some love. And wish him the best as he gets better. Bye, everyone! Bye!